Welcome back to the Madden Sim Coach Mode series. In this episode, I'm continuing my journey as a head coach of the Carolina Panthers in Madden 20. After a devastating foul corruption, I rebuilt my franchise and got them back to the same point where we left off. So I done the same thing roster-wise, but instead of picking up Derrick Henry from trading Christian McCaffrey for him, I just ended up keeping him and I still signed Dez Bryant from free agency. At this point, our team has been clicking. Eric Reid has made some clutch plays. Luke Kuechly has been doing everything as usual. Cam Newton has been shown off as clutch and skillful talent. Dez Bryant has been a go-to target for Cam Newton, and shockingly, we've been doing well overall. This series has been epic so far. Anyways, we are undefeated at 5-0. This week, we're up against the winless Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are hungry for revenge. We last met in week 2, in which we had won. They are currently doing terrible this season and they're winless. They may be 0-5, but don't let that record fool you. They will be bringing everything they have to knock us off our perfect streak. Can I keep the Panthers undefeated? Or will the Bucs pull off a shocking upset? This is the only time I didn't prep the training for this game, as I wanted to test if that feature actually matters or not. So without further ado, enjoy today's match as well. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on this exciting season in our quest to build a dominant franchise for years to come. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Enjoy the highlights.
His first carry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And that's going to bring up a third down. Now Winston. That's complete. It's Collins. And on this one, he'll get to the 15. Gay's kick is good.
And being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you sing, a ninth and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The pursuit there, not that great.
Yeah, not great. That may be an understatement. That turned into a big play.
Game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. One from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. 3 here on third down. Third and short yardage, Winston.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run, anything to put some points on the board, but this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries, but when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to cap. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Alex Collins, his second touchdown on the season. Newton on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. To utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide. They want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yes, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop.
On third down, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that is incomplete. One. Off the play fake, Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait.
This 7 now on 2nd and goal. Newton to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will cut this lead back down to 4. Now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Collins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up.
And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert enough? And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So on 3rd down, they dialed up the draw play. It worked, got him in the end zone.
As one of our colleagues likes to say, calling the draw, everyone wants to yell all the time when the draw doesn't work. Like, what kind of play call was that?
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, his third touchdown now on the year. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a two-point conversion. He's back to throw, and he's got the hook up to Moore. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
The defender's coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
So now Newton and the Panthers down by 5. A little over a minute to go. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From the 50, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Newton to throw. And they got the hook up. This is Olsen. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Allen Bailey showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run them a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Tampa Bay, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.